Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. My name is Rich. I appreciate you being here. I'm going to be playing a Batch 2 match in the Old School Magic Summer Derby. So every single year there are two derbies in the Derby series. There's one Summer Derby series and the Winter Derby series. We are in the middle of the Summer Derby series. It's Batch 1 is 4 rounds of Old School Magic. Just paired randomly, and then based on standings is how you get 4 more rounds. You get 4 batch pairings in batch number 2. So all of my opponents started off 2-2. I don't know what their records are now. Some have played some of their batch 2 matches. Some of them have not played their batch 2 matches. We are playing, just as a reminder, we're playing with the Swedish rules, with the American reprints. So that means that there's going to be no Fallen Empires, and there will be no mana burn. That's an important rule because generally we play with mana burn here in the U.S. But it also means with the North American reprint policy that collector's edition is okay, foreign black border cards are okay, and things like that. And anybody who's watched the stream before knows that I am a big fan of gold border cards, and I am a big fan of not gatekeeping the formats so that people can play and do their thing without having to break the bank. And that was one of the reasons I liked playing the Tuesday Night Gauntlet with the Northern Paladins, because they also allowed proxies for that. But no proxies here, no proxies in the Derby series. It is one of, there are no proxies in a lot of webcam tournaments. Like obviously when there are, leagues and things like that, there are proxies allowed and whatnot. But so we've got to go ahead, and we need to spin the wheel so that the wheel can choose the color of the frame that is around me. So let's let the wheel choose the color for us. All right, so choosing white, so we'll turn off the green frame and we will turn on the white frame that is around me. Okay, looking tan rich. Were you on vacation? Well, I mean, I did go out of town for 4th of July weekend, and then over this past weekend we had company over, so we did a lot of things outside. So hoping that I did get some color. So with that, we're gonna bring in my opponent, and his name is Ben, but he goes by I'm okay at this game, so that's why you see I'm okay at this game as his Discord handle. And he's a good dude who is part of the Montreal Tundra Wolves. If you guys remember, I did go to the Tundra Wolves Challenge 5. He was there also. We did not meet there. We did not get to play, but we're meeting here for the first time, and we are going to be playing our match of Magic. So welcome to the stream, and thank you for allowing me to stream our match, man.
Oh, you're welcome. No issue with it at all, honestly. Yeah. Oh, I've archived my misplayed, and I can look back onto it and get better. So.
And you said that you've already played your batch 2 matches?
Yeah, you're my last match. Yeah.
Okay. How'd you do in batch 2 so far?
I'm 5-3 right now.
You're 5-3 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So 2-1 so far this batch, right? You started 2-2 with the same as me.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I could have went 3-1, but I didn't know you could pump a maze of it out of a not a maze of it, a factory out of a untapped maze of it, another untapped factory.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that, so I missed legal 2 turns.
Yeah. So yeah, Maze of If, for what most people think is that it actually removes it from combat, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Maze of If just prevents damage and untaps the creature. So.
Yes. I had an untapped one going phase, and I could have pumped it for 1, and I didn't do it. Because
I gotcha. Oh, that's unfortunate. I went 2-2. I really don't remember what happened in my matches. I don't think my deck likes me very much, so it's worked okay a couple of times and not so well a couple of times. I do remember that, but I don't remember the specifics because it's been a little while. So
I don't have dice, but you can just say needle and yellow thing, or I
Okay.
could actually go get dice if you
You
don't
can
mind.
put. You don't need to get dice if you don't want.
Okay, yeah,
That's
so
fine.
just
Okay, you can put the needle on top of the yellow thing and put both of them on top of the one in the center.
yep. Just go middle on top. It's all good.
Hmm?
Middle on top is
Middle
okay.
on top. Okay.
Yep. And then if you have dice, you can roll odd or even.
Okay. You want to choose?
Yeah, I'll take even.
Even. Okay. It is a 4. It
I'll be
is
on
in
the
fact
top.
even. So it is on you. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck to you too.
So are you from Montreal?
I'm near Montreal.
Oh, okay.
I'm like 45 minutes away from Montreal.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the nearest crew is Montreal.
Gotcha. Nice playmat. My playmat is not new. I've had this one for a while. My opponent is playing with the Thunder Wolves Challenge playmat. I actually almost played that playmat today. So.
I'll be mulliganing.
Okay. I will keep.
Yep.
I did some organizing in my game room, and that included putting my playmats in an area that are easier for me to access. Now I can't reach them from my chair, but they are in another spot. You could put the middle on top of the needle, and then both on top of your little yellow thing there.
All good. 4.
But needless to say, I have access to all of my playmats now. I have a couple of them that the old Dragon Shield playmats that I've got underneath a whole bunch of books, hoping that it'll flatten them out. I'm not exactly sure if that's going to work, but we'll see.
Is that a key? Yeah, I'll keep that.
Okay.
I'll go Island Pass.
Okay. I will draw. I will go Factory Pass.
Island. Lord Go.
Okay. Draw. Savannah. Savannah Lions.
Yep.
And I will say go. 6 cards.
Draw. Factory.
Mm-hmm.
Six in hand. I'd like to go to combat.
Sure. I'll block.
2.
I said I will block.
Oh, you'll block. I'm sorry, I heard no
block.
blocks.
No.
Yep. Damage. Yep. I'm sorry about that.
No,
And
you're
then last turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Factory.
Yep.
Activate the one that's already been in play. Attack.
Yep. Before blockers.
Mm-hmm.
This. Activate factory
Sure.
before damage. Tap it to pump it.
You can't. You just played it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You just
You're
played it
right.
because you
Okay.
played the.
Sure.
So do you want to
So
block?
does
or
it
no?
give? Does it give it? No, I won't blog them. I won't blog
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll lose two.
then
It's animated.
I'll pump. So you take 3.
Yeah. Yeah. You damn right.
Okay. And you can go 6 cards.
Told you I needed my misplay recorded. Factory. So this one can tap as a creature. Factory. Go.
Untap. Draw. Tundra.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
Card in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure, resolve.
Okay, and I will pass the turn.
Draw. I'll Oh, that swings for way too much if I don't leave these up. Go.
Flying man. Okay.
Yep. Then pass.
All right, I will untap. Upkeep, I take a point. I'm at 19. And I will draw.
Mm-hmm.
That's a card. Soul Ring.
Yes. Resolves.
Attack with my Serendip.
I'll declare no blocks.
None? Okay. I've got nothing before damage.
So day 3.
Yep, puts you at 14. And you have how many
Yep.
cards?
3.
Armageddon.
So that's this for all land, all creature. What is it?
All lands. Yep.
All lands. If I activate my factory, they still blow up, right?
Yeah, that's because factories still are still lands after
creature.
they're activated.
Yeah.
So they would be lands, artifacts, and creatures.
Yeah. With both 3 times, so we would all both of our land, right?
Yep, all lands.
Okay, it's in the stack. We got 4 in hand. This is my hand. You can beat with the dib. And no. I don't think I can let that go. Probably just dead if I do. Yeah, I'll counterspell it.
Okay. I assumed that was going to happen if you had one. All right, and I will pass the turn. 4 cards in hand.
Okay, draw. Um, 14, 19. This activate once. Tap pumps. I could 4/4, holding both them back. Lord?
Sure.
Barrel? Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then that's 4 plus 7. Then the swing back is. Yep. I'll activate factory.
Sure.
Swing for 3.
I'm at 16.
I'll pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, I go to 15?
Yep.
15 to 14, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you have
So
how many cards?
I got 1 in hand.
Okay. And I will draw. I'm going to attack for 3.
No block damage. 3.
Okay. Put you down to 11.
Oh wait, yep. Yep.
So 11 to 15.
That's what I have.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Balance.
This seems fair enough. So that's land, cards in hand, and
Yeah,
creature.
so you're going to lose 2 creatures and 1 land. I'm going to discard 3 cards. So I will get rid of Disenchant, a City of Brass, and another Disenchant.
Yep.
Okay. And I will say go. 1 card in hand.
Draw. Okay. I'll play an island, and then activate pump for 2. Activate this. This is 4. This is 3/3. This is 4/4. Trades. And the swing back is less. No. Yes, sir.
Or resolves.
And then discard 2 disenchant, so yeah, pass. And yeah, pass there.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, I take a point. I'm at 14.
Yippers.
I will draw. I will attack with my Serendip.
Yeah, before damage. I'll pay 1. Activate Kiss Orb targeting Serendip.
Sure.
I'll use Lord of Atlantis
Okay.
as target. Do you want me to up my cam? Gotta see it just
No,
like that.
no,
Is
you're
that okay
fine.
for you?
Yeah. And that's a hit. Okay.
And
All
then, yep.
Okay, so then I will play a Sarah Angel.
Yep.
And another land.
Yep.
Question in chat: favorite post 1995 MTG set? I would actually say Invasion because the multicolor aspect of Invasion was just all kinds of cool. So, and then I will pass the turn to you. No cards.
Go.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Attack for 4.
Yep.
Puts you at 7.
Yep.
Play another one.
Sure.
And you can go.
That's good. I could probably beat 1, but not 2.
You weren't expecting me to say invasion. All right, what's that were you expecting me to say? Yeah, I started playing Magic in 1996 with Ice Age. Pre-modern era of cards actually holds a hell of a lot more nostalgia for me than old school. I really love playing with the powerful things that old school does. Moxen and Lotus and things like that. Not that you could tell from that hand, because I have a hard time drawing power, but you know, it is what it is. You weren't sure what to expect, but you didn't hear much about Invasion. Yeah, excuse me. Invasion block has a whole heck of a lot of things that are really great for the game and that are really fun for pre-modern. So let's see what we can do here. It's been so long since I've played this deck, I can't even remember everything that's in it. Jester's Cap is a big one for you. Yeah, because you also started with Ice Age. I get that. Jester's Cap was definitely a fun card. It was rather interesting. It doesn't see a lot of play in pre-modern, with the exception of like Swords of Plowshares and Pyroblast and Hydroblast and the Pain Lands. There are not a lot of Ice Age cards that see a lot of play in pre-modern, but it is still. Oh yeah, the art on Jester's Cap is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. Some of the pre-modern era for Magic has some of, in my opinion, best art in the game. I have nothing against any of the contemporary Magic artists who use like digital and things like that, but for me, when it comes to the art for Magic, the the older art and art where it's actually paint on a canvas or drawings or things like that is more appealing to me than some of this digital art. And there's also my opinion that some of the newer art just has way too much going on. But people are entitled to their opinion. They can do whatever they want, and they can feel how they feel about anything. I'm not knocking anything. The contemporary artists have an incredible amount of skill when it comes to creating things digitally, and it is something that I would never be able to do. I used to be able to draw some things when I was younger. I have not put a pen to a paper or a crayon to a paper or colored pencil to a paper in quite some time. If I put my mind to it, I could probably do something, not to the level of Magic artists, of course, but I could probably do something that isn't garbage if I really wanted to. I have to go back and practice for a while, though. Do I own any of the original Magic art? No, I do not. I was not fortunate enough to get into the art market when prices were low. I do have art in my room, in here in my game room. I also have some art throughout the house, including in our dining room and in my son's room as well. I've I posted some of them online at some point in time. I like things that are evocative of magic art, and I have a thing for landscapes. So I can't actually move my cameras to show any of it right now, but I do have a couple of pieces of art hanging up in my room, but they are not magic art.
Go one on top of three, and then middle on top.
And then middle on top. Okay, so you can
Yep.
go middle on top of the pin, and then both on top of the yellow. Yep.
I'll be on the play again.
All right, sounds good. Good luck, my friend.
You too. Hoping not mauling
you.
this time. No, that'll be a cube.
I will mulligan.
Yep.
What is my favorite land card art? I'd have to think about that one. I really would have to think about what my favorite land card art, because no, I don't think anybody's ever asked me that before.
Well,
Like,
you think about it. I have one for you.
I'm really partial to the Schuler Mountain that got accidentally reprinted in Arabian Nights, Mountain C in beta. That one is really, really cool. There are just so many awesome basic land arts that I don't know if I could actually choose a favorite, though. If you're gonna force me to choose a favorite land art, I'm gonna go with the Kangaroo Plains. That was from the some promo sets. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Kangaroo Plains.
Go one on top of three, and then on top of middle.
And then on top of two.
Yep, and then all that on top of middle. Okay.
All right, let's try this again.
You've been playing old school for long, or?
Just 3.5 years.
Got a question for you.
Yeah.
To me, since I'm new, Library of Alexandria is like power, and if you can put, I mean, to me, it's auto include in every deck if you have it. Is that true even if you play aggro decks like mono white, mono black, and stuff like that? In your opinion?
I
Trying to
think
gather tough on. I'm asking a lot of people the same question. To gather tough on it.
Library of Alexandria is an excellent card, and I don't see
me,
any problem with anybody playing it in any deck whatsoever. A lot of times you'll see people in aggressive decks where they will actually put library in the sideboard and not in the main deck, and then they'll sideboard it in against some decks that are not as aggressive, so that they can get the card advantage that it affords. So
exactly.
On the one day, just so the viewers know, we had a conversation before the stream started. I got all of my collector's edition power in one day, but I also got a Library of Alexandria on that same day. So that was a banner day in my old school history. So it's the second time in my life that I've ever owned a Library of Alexandria, but this one was considerably more expensive than the first one. So
that's what it ended up being. So I saw you bottom one. So
I did. Yep.
Okay.
So you went with a fish and then pass.
Fish and pass.
Okay, I will draw. Speak of the devil.
There it is.
And 6 cards. Go ahead.
And this is where you're really sad. I think that you mulligan because I got the strip.
You got the strip? Well, that's fine.
I do. So I'll strip your library.
That's fine. Fine with me.
I'll beat you for one.
19. Okay, and now we'll go back to playing fair magic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I will draw a card, and I will play a Savannah into a Savannah Lion. And I will pass.
Untap.
5 cards.
Draw. I'll play an island. I'll then play a Dan.
That is a Dan.
I'll pass turn.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw.
Yep.
It has island home, right? So if you don't control islands, it goes away. And
Exactly.
it can't attack unless I control an island.
Yeah, so
But it
please
doesn't
play
have
those
island
Tundra.
walk, so, you know.
No, so please play those Tundra.
Okay, I'm not going to play Tundra. I'm going to play Tropical Island, though.
Same thing. Please play Blue
Very
Source.
similar. Okay, and then I will pass the turn to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play an island.
Yep.
I'll then... I will then...
You should still be at 20, right? Because you haven't taken any damage.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just. Somebody's keep calling me, so I gotta proceed.
Oh, okay. All right. No.
I'll play Notre Dame then.
Sure.
And then I'll pass turn. Hoping you don't have balance.
I will untap, draw.
Yep.
I will play the Tundra. There you go.
I mean, Blue Source.
Yep. And I will pass the turn with 5 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play an island. I'll then play Soul Ring.
Okay.
And I'll then attempt to control magic the Savannah Lion.
Controlled magic on my Savannah Lion. Okay.
Now I'll attempt to go to combat. And then swing
sure.
all these. So 9.
Okay, so why don't we do this? I'm going to have you gain 8 life.
Fair enough.
And then I'm only going to take 1.
Yep.
So you're at 28, I'm at 18. Your Dandans are exiled, so they're not in your graveyard. Yep.
And then pass turn.
Okay, untap. Draw. Play another Tropical Island.
Yep, card in hand.
And I'll have 2 after I cast this Serendipity.
Perfect.
And you can go.
Draw. Psyblast the Serenity.
Okay, so you take 2. Puts you
Yep.
at 26.
Swing for 3.
I will take 3. I'm at 15.
Play another fish and pass.
Okay, untap. Draw. Pixies.
Yep, so that's a 2-1, right?
It is a 2/1, and you can
That,
go.
so what is it? It can't be blocked by artifact?
Cannot be blocked by artifacts, and damage dealt to it by artifact sources is reduced to 0.
Okay. I'd like to go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go for 4.
Okay. I will block one of your fish.
Yep.
I'll take 3. I'm at 12.
Dib.
Sure.
Go.
Untap. Draw. No cards, huh?
Empty-handed.
It's worth it. Balance. I'll discard 2 Psyblasts.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw. Go ahead.
Lord.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Draw. Go ahead. 2 cards.
Like to go to combat.
Sure.
Swing.
I'm at 10.
Go.
Draw. Strip mine. Go ahead.
Like to go to combat.
Yep.
2.
8.
Faster.
Draw. Go ahead. 3 cards.
Combat.
Sure. Swords it.
Swords in the stack.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be at 6, you'd be at that. Yeah, I think I'll go for it. Try to attempt to counterspell the sword.
Counterspell on your counterspell.
Fair enough. I go to 28.
Yeah.
I'll then time walk.
Okay.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play Lord.
Sure.
And then I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw. Strip an untapped island.
In response, I'll float a blue.
I'll move into combat.
Yep, lose a blue.
Okay. After combat,
Yep.
Armageddon.
So that destroys all
All
land.
lands. Yep.
So my creature will still live, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I'm good with that.
Play my last card, which is a Lotus, and I'll say go.
Draw. Swing for 2.
I'll take it. 6.
I'll play an island and pass.
Draw. Dib. Go.
Sure. Control magic to dib. Swing
Okay.
for 2.
That's your game.
Yeah.
What made me buy my first Magic pack or get into the game? Oh, well, those are two separate questions. So, my first Magic pack that I ever bought was Alliances. Soon to be followed up with a bunch of packs of Chronicles. I never bought any packs of Ice Age back in the day. But when I first got into Magic, there were... I worked at a small little grocery store that was in front of a trailer park here in New York. And a couple of the kids from the trailer park asked if they could come up and use some of the counter space. Because we had a very, very long counter there. So I said, yeah, sure, I didn't care what they were doing. And then they started playing Magic there. Now, I had first seen Magic in 1994. In the summer of 94, late summer of 94. I saw it while I was in college. But I didn't think too much of it because of the circumstances. So I kind of knew that the game existed, I just didn't know what it was. And I collect baseball cards back in the 80s, so in the early 90s. But I was frustrated with collecting cards because of the fact that when it came to that, there's only so much you can do when it comes to collecting baseball cards. And one of the things that I didn't like about collecting baseball cards was that they either sat in boxes or binders, and they were there to look pretty. And that was pretty much it. So, yeah, wasn't a fan. So I decided when those kids did start playing Magic, I asked them about the game, asked them some questions. And they built me a deck out of commons and uncommons that wasn't very good. So, and they told me where where I could go to play the game or to get some cards. There was a small store in Camillus Mall here in New York, not too far from where I live. And that store was called Salt City Sports. And they were a sports card store that I was familiar with. I was familiar with them because of the fact that I was into sports cards before. And they also had a rather large selection of Magic singles. But one thing that I thought was pretty cool when I went there was that one of the people who worked there took cards and put them together, and for $20 you could buy a Magic deck. So I bought a deck. It was red and black, and it was zombies with some burn. And it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible, and I liked it, so I had fun with that. So I went back and I bought another deck that he had made, and it was also red and black, but it was red and black land destruction. And at that point, I had bought a single demonic hordes, and I wanted to put that in the deck. And then I ended up, he put some walls in the deck for defense, which I wasn't a fan of. So I ended up buying a revised Shivan Dragon, and I put that in the deck. And me, in my infinite wisdom, said, well, I've got 2 red and black decks, so let me just jam them together, because how many people didn't do stuff like that by, putting huge decks together? And then I said, excuse me, they're both red and black. I don't need all the land. So instead of having a 120 card deck, I had a 100 card deck with enough lands to power a 60 card deck, and it didn't go over so well. But I did learn eventually. It didn't take long. And I gravitated towards blue. Not for counter spells, but because of bounce, and I really liked air elemental. So I did end up buying my first pack of cards, which was alliances, but like with baseball cards, I knew that buying singles is more cost effective than buying packs to get cards that you want. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying packs. You guys buy your packs, do your thing. All right. If you're looking to get a specific card, or some specific cards, chances are you're not going to get them out of the packs that you buy. But that's something that I did back in the day. Like I would buy boxes of baseball cards, and then I would eventually open boxes of Magic cards. But I wasn't into the lottery of single packs. But I did buy some back in the day because had a few bucks that I had extra to spend. So I bought Alliances first because that was the set that was the most recent at the time that I first went to that store to buy Magic cards, with the specific intent to buy Magic cards. I'd gone and looked around a couple of different times and whatnot. So I bought an Alliances pack. I got a Lake of the Dead out of the pack, which was pretty cool. More people were interested in my uncommons than they were my rare, though. People were looking for some stupid counter spell that doesn't cost you anything. You just throw away a blue card. So at the time, that's what I was thinking. It's like, why do they want this card? This is bad. But yes, Force of Will is a good card. Even with the card disadvantage that it gives, it is still a pretty good card. How do you want to do this?
Just put middle on top of 1 and then on top of 3.
Okay. And you can put middle on top of the yellow and both on top of the needle, and I'll play first.
Okay. Yuppers.
So, yeah, I went to that store, and another thing, too, back in 1996, 97-ish, the Spawn animated series was a big deal on HBO, I think it was. So they bought and sold Spawn action figures. I'll keep this. And I would actually go around and look for the rare Spawn figures for them, and they would give me good deals, and they would give me a discount on things and whatnot. So that leads to another part of my story. So that same store, no longer there. It was called Salt City Sports, and they had a beta Icy manipulator that they'd set aside for me. And at the time, it was like $50 or something like that. So, and they'd set it aside for me because I'd done them so many favors when it came to getting these Spawn action figures. So I had that set aside, and I just, one thing came to another, and I wasn't able to pick it up. You could put, we'll go with the banana on top of the needle and both on top of the middle. So I wasn't able to pick it up. So the Icy Manipulator was the card, the one that got away, because I wanted the original art. And when I started playing, a little while down the road, I saw the Alpha Icy Manipulator, which has that big bold text, doesn't have that little reminder about not generating effects, and just looks amazing. So since I started playing old school, Alpha Icy Manipulator is one of those white whale cards. and then the other being Beta JM Tome, just because I always liked that card and the card advantage from it. So, okay, so let's go with a City of Brass Mox. I'm going to take a point down to 19, and I'm going to play Alliance, and I'm going to say go. I have 4 cards in hand. I still do not own an Alpha IC Manipulator, and I do not own a Beta JM Tome. I've had my hands on Alpha ICs before, not mine. My friend Drew Epstein, who got me into old school, he plays Alpha 40, and he lives like 15 minutes away. So when I did play on my New Year's Eve stream, he and I actually played against each other in Alpha 40. So, all right, Land Mox. You got something else?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm really thinking about this.
Sure. No, you're fine. I'm just babbling away with my stories of being old.
Time walk?
Sure.
Cube draw.
Merfolk.
Go.
Sure. Untap. Draw. Factory. I will pass the turn.
Go. I'll do the same. And then blocks it. I'd like to go to combat.
Sure. No, it's a 2/2, right?
Yep.
I will take a point down to 18. I'm going to Psy Blast your Lord.
Seems honest.
So I will take 1. Go down to 17.
I have you at 16.
Oh, so yeah, sorry, 15. 15. 2 from the Psy Blast, 2 from my 2 from the Psy Blast, 2 from the city, 1 from your Merfolk. So I'm at 15.
Okay. Yep. Oh, okay. You're not blocking Merfolk?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to take less damage.
Yeah, you just didn't say that, so that's why. I'll then play a and then I'll pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I will play a Strip Mine. I'm going to strip your factory. And I will say go. 3 cards.
Factory pass.
Okay. Just gonna back that up a little. Draw. Savannah. Pixies.
Pixie's good.
And you can go. 2 cards.
Untap, upkeep, draw. So it can't be blocked by artifact creature. It has flying, right?
It doesn't have flying. It can't be blocked by artifact creatures.
It's just the damage is reduced.
Yeah, and damage dealt by artifact sources is reduced to 0.
Okay, so a 3/3 factory still.
3/3 factory. This can block a factory all day long.
Yeah.
In not care.
I'll be passing turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Go ahead.
End step.
Yep.
Uh,
No, I'm sorry. I kind of choose your poison, but
Swords of Plowshares on your merfolk.
21.
Okay. So you're at 21.
Yep. 21, 15.
Untap. Yep. Draw. Ancestral myself.
Ancestral's in the stack. Yeah, resolve.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Lotus.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna take a point for a
Yep.
white. I'm gonna sack the Lotus for white.
Yep.
I'm gonna have 2 white floating,
Yep.
and I'm gonna cast Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
That also gets rid of your Dan, correct? Because you control no islands.
You damn right.
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
Okay, and then I will throw a Spirit Link on my pixies with one of the white.
Fair enough.
I'll go into combat. I won't use that
Yep.
white. I will attack you for 4.
Gain 2.
And I gain 2. So I'm
Yep.
at 16 and you're at 17.
Mm-hmm.
And I will play a Tundra as my land for turn, and I will say go with 1 card in hand.
Draw. Play an island and pass.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Attack for 4.
Gain 2.
So
18,
you're
13.
at 13 and I'm at 18. And you
Yep.
can go. I've got 2 cards.
Upkeep. Draw. Lord go.
End step, I'll swords it. Put you
Gain
at
2.
15.
Yep.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw. Attack for 4.
11. You gain 2.
Yep. And I'm at 20 again. And you
Yep.
can go. 2 cards.
Yep.
Untap. Draw. Attack for 4.
Yep.
7 and I'm at 22. And you can go. 3 cards.
Draw. Yeah. Go.
I'm gonna mana drain that.
Yep. Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'll use 1 of the mana to disenchant your mocks. The others can go away. I'll attack you for 4.
Yep.
Puts you to 3 and I'm at 24. And I will play a Tundra. And I will say go.
Yep. Go.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Attack for 4.
I'll block the Goshen. Does it give +1/+1 third link?
No? No. It
Okay,
just,
I'll
yeah.
block the Pixie.
Okay, so I gain 2 and you take 2.
Yeah,
So you're at 1 and I'm at 26.
that's right.
Another Lions. Go ahead.
You got it. If
Wow.
if you didn't destroy my mocks though.
Oh, I mean, I had to.
Yeah, you had to. Yeah, I know
I
Armageddon
had to.
destroyed.
I saw. I mean, the Armageddon got rid of the Dan,
Dan. Yeah.
and it made it so that you know, I wanted to make sure that you couldn't play control magic. That was the reason for blowing up the mocks. So,
Yeah, no, that was a good call.
hmm
Yeah, because I had to, and then I just control, and then I'm back in.
wow,
So, but yeah,
that was good. That was a good game.
yeah,
That was a good match. We had some good back and forth going on there.
yeah. I don't like the deck. I've made this deck, but there's mistakes, and I'm just can't wait for the next derby to polish it because it's my first time actually doing a
Sure.
deck, and not since you can't play proxy, so I actually had to do something.
hmm
So
I
I
like
can't
the
wait to
Dan Dan
polish it.
specifically because I have not only because I have islands, but you saw that I had Serendibs, so
Exactly.
that you knew that I wasn't boarding in bottles.
Yeah.
I boarded in. Um, I boarded in a couple of side blasts against you, and
Good call.
then I boarded in another disenchant when I saw the control magics.
Yeah.
So,
Good call.
um,
So, yeah, if I have to redo the deck, these aren't definitely not just in the pile at all. The
mhm.
unstable mutation is just not good. I'd way prefer to be able to play like one brain geyser, two boomerangs, or it's I don't think it's a good card. Like in the end, because I gotta play grind like
Yeah.
old school is, I just don't think it's a good card. And then yeah. And then Dan is just I don't know if it's an actual good card, it's just
Oh, I
I
mean
think it
it.
exactly it goes through Serene, Joel. It
Yeah.
goes through
Yeah.
Dib as soon as
Yep.
somebody plays blue. So it's not about me not be able to pushing in. It's about him not having the counterspell. That's
Right.
why I like Dan Dan.
Exactly. Exactly.
And it's actually the first time this tournament that it dies to me not having an island because I don't think Armageddon deck are that present.
Right.
Or I mean, so yeah, I think
That
this
makes
card is
sense.
really
Yeah,
good.
I get that. So like I'd been setting up that Armageddon for a little while,
Yeah, I don't have it.
hoping that things were gonna be profitable for me. I'm glad you didn't have a counter spell.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Oh, also being able to play one mana drain, instead of one of the unstable mutation, being able to have that one extra mana drain, there's that brain geyser, I think it gives
yeah,
the deck
yeah. I
more
actually
depth.
boarded out Brain Geyser against you because of the fact that your deck is aggressive enough that I might not
Yeah,
always be able to cast the Brain Geyser. There are going to be a lot of times where that Brain Geyser is going to be bad. So,
yeah,
but I appreciate the games, my friends. Thank you very
yeah,
much for that.
yeah.
So,
Thanks a lot, you
so
too.
you're all done for the Derby now, right?
I am 4-4,
4-4.
way better than my first. So even, I'm happy, but
Yeah,
I'm coming with a vengeance
yeah.
next
I'm
next
hoping
derby.
for 4-4 or better. Right now I'm 3-2. I've got another match in an hour, so we'll see what happens there. So thanks for the games. I definitely appreciate it, and I'm glad that we were able to get in touch and we were able to get this going on. Sorry I didn't get to see you in Montreal when I was there though.
No,
So
no, no issue. We'll see. We'll definitely catch up sometime. Don't
yeah.
worry.
All right. Thanks, man. Take care.
Yeah, you
All
too.
right.
Bye bye. Good luck
Bye.
on your next match.
Thanks. So we got there. So we are currently 3-2. So it is 8 o'clock Eastern here right now. I've got another hour, and then I will be back, and I will be playing one more match tonight. So go ahead and make sure that you come back. I'll be here for, let's see, we've got 7 o'clock today. We won. 9 o'clock tonight, and then I've got 7 o'clock tomorrow, and then Phil and I are still working on a time for Sunday. So, Old School Guard, thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. So, um, with that, I appreciate it. We're gonna end the stream now, but I'll be back in about an hour. So, make sure that you come back for that. Thank you very much.